What up, what up? Happy Monday. This is the Harshman. For those who don't know me, I'm a 26-year-old full-time real estate investor, virtual wholesaler, veteran, whatever other labels you want to put on me. But today's topic of discussion is, should I quit my job to pursue my dream full-time? And this is a controversial subject because it all depends on you. And if you're wondering why I'm all like, look like I just died or something, it's because I just got done at the gym. But should you quit your job to pursue what you love to do full time? And again, that all depends on what your goal is, how much risk you're willing to take, and what kind of person are you. So for example, for me, I'm an all-in or nothing kind of guy. So what that means is I have to be 110% committed to something. Otherwise, I just won't put any energy into it. I'm not very good at half-assing stuff. I just don't. I'm good at focusing on one thing and putting all my energy and time into it. So for me, when I got into this, I actually quit my job, had no money coming in. I have a little girl and a wife, beautiful little girl, and no money coming in. Just got out of the military, and I thought the transition from military life to civilian life was going to be easy, and it wasn't. Not everybody is willing to hire you right out the get-go, especially when you're not really, the job I had in the military didn't really translate into the civilian world, so I had no skills whatsoever. And I was working with my dad doing some hardwood flooring stuff. He's a master at that, and he had his own niche in the market, and I thought I could tap into that and take over the business. And you know how working with family goes, and it just didn't work out. It wasn't what I really wanted to do anyways. So I stumbled upon Grant Cardone. He's a real estate investor as well. I watched his videos, and then I quit my job, and I told my wife, it was scary. I said, but I'm going to devote 8 hours a day reading books, watching YouTube videos, and I'm just going to go all in. And then I'll make time, for family in the evening, just like a normal work day. So that's exactly what I did. And by taking massive action like that, one thing turned into another. Started networking online, networking with people on, local real estate meetings. And I was offered an opportunity, and just one thing compounded after another. So for me, I had to quit my job because otherwise I couldn't do both. I just can't do it. I just have to do one thing. So I took a huge risk, especially with having a family. But I told myself I'm not going to give up until I do it. And I figured, if you're with the person you truly love, I always have backup plans and everything. So I figured I'd just join the military again. That was my backup plan. I had just enough money saved up for our living expenses for a year. So that's another thing. I prepared, I gave myself a cushion, and I gave myself an opportunity to pursue my dreams by saving money. So I knew I had a year's worth of income to basically devote all my time to real estate. And that was enough. It was only like not even 30 days in, and I had stuff happening. So it doesn't happen for everybody like that. You got to constantly go out there and get it. Even though I was presented an opportunity, I had to go out and find that opportunity. I had to do something with the opportunity. I had to make a name for myself, and I had to produce, because that was the only way I got paid. And that's a whole different mentality. So back to the original question, that's my story. Should you quit your job? If you can't focus on multiple things at one time, and you can't devote and commit to a schedule, so let's say do your full-time job and then give yourself 2 to 3 hours after work, and then devote time to family, or maybe stay up for hours at a night and get up early just to get this stuff done. If you can't do that, then maybe you should quit your job and devote all your time and energy towards it. But if you can be committed and just devote 2 to 3 hours, maybe even 1 hour a day, and then on the weekends devote as much time as you can to your passion and your dream, by all means. Or you can do what I did and save, just know how much you spend a month, and be able to take care of your family if something hits the fan, So for those single guys and girls out there, you got all the time in the world. I mean, you might have friends you hang out with, but you can just say, you're pursuing your dream. You don't hang out with them. They're not, achieving your dreams. They don't want the dream lifestyle that you want. So you got all the time in the world between your full-time job and whatnot. So, I don't see why you couldn't work both of them, your full-time job, save up enough money so that if you wanted to quit your job, you can devote all your time and energy towards your dream. And then for the married people out there, it's hard because now not only do you have to start a business and commit to it, but you have a family you got to take care of, and they look up to you, and you put food on the table, and they depend on you, especially if you're the breadwinner. There's a lot to risk, but you got to say to yourself, am I committed and ready to do this? And so if you quit your job, obviously you got to produce. Your back's against the wall. You can only go one way, and a lot of people will fold under pressure when that happens. But you got to be strong enough and strong-willed enough to be able to handle that mental barrier, because that's what it is. It's possible. People are out there dumber than me. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but there's people out there dumber than me that are making more money than I am. So it's simple, guys. It's not easy. And the correct answer is what is best for you. What's best for your situation. And there's no right or wrong answer for anybody. So I know a lot of people who committed a year or two while working their full-time job just to make their dreams a reality. And they committed to that 1 to 2 hours a day. And they stayed up late, got up early, did whatever they needed to do. And there's people like me who just jump in head first, not knowing what the hell they're doing, and they fall forward, they fail forward. So I hope that answers your question. And I hope this inspires some of you to take some action, whether you do have a full-time job or you don't, and whether you have a dream to live the life your way and not have somebody tell you when you can come home, when you can get paid, and how much time you get to have off in a year. That stuff just doesn't set right with me. I feel like I'm back in school, you can only go to school, or you can only go home at a certain time. You can only eat at a certain time. You only get paid at a certain time. You know what I mean? It's not the lifestyle I want. I don't really like people telling me what to do. That's just my personality. So you got to go with what's your strengths. Focus on your strengths and use that. If you're very organized, take that organization skill and time block your day. Time block that extra hour. If you're strong, if you're really strong-willed, you're hard-headed like I am, dive head first. Take the leap of faith. Steve Harvey talks about it all the time, the guy from Family Feud and the Harvey Show, Steve Harvey Show. You got to take that leap. You got to jump. And know that if you never give up, you'll never lose. Even when you fail, failing is the stepping stones of success. You should celebrate every failure. So if you're on the fence about whether or not to pursue your dreams, whatever it may be, I hope this pushes you in the right direction. I hope it pushes you to take action, and I hope it pushes you to achieve the lifestyle that you want, your dream goals. That way you can inspire others, and maybe if you have children, loved ones, friends, family, whatever, inspire them too. But you got to take that leap first. So as always, this is the Harshman. I hope you got some value out of this. And if you did, please like, share this with your friends, family, and comment below if you have anything to add. I'd love to, hear what you guys' thoughts are or what you want me to talk about. And I'd love to talk about it and see if I can't make a video out of it. So have a blessed day. Be great, be you, and just take action.